guys, this is Mr. PokeBeast bringing you guys another challenger from the Serebii chat room. And this challenger, his like trainer card, his name is awesome. Just yeah, alright. Well, I remember making a video back then where I go I made a black and white video, and you're wondering why I made it hard gold right now, right? That is because when I went into one black and white battle, and this guy had this toxic orb glitch, and it messed up my save file completely, and I got really mad because I was like on the 4th, 5th gym, and I did not want to play anymore. So I was just gonna wait for the real thing to come out, or if anyone, any viewer would like to give me a copy or a ROM or anything, I'll gladly play it. And thank you guys for what you guys done. Alright, now getting into the gameplay. I started out with my Sandy Balls, go for the Stealth Rocks, and yeah, you already saw that part. Whatever. I go for the Earthquake here because I know Jirachi is weak against ground moves, and the Earthquake does a fair amount. So yeah, alright. Alright, so he goes for the Psychic. I already went with my move, and man, I do not know what to talk about. Alright, he got the leftovers, and he withdraws it and goes into his Gengar called Fool, cause I know it's a fool. Right, but he predicted me going for another Earthquake, and obviously went into his cause he could take it. Alright, and reason why I hate Levitate is cause why it's called Levitate, cause Earth Power, I know it's like launches ground type moves at you, like it's not like Earthquake where it just shakes the ground, but still that still doesn't kill you. So just ground types you're just immune to, which is really good. And yeah, because he's weakened against it. Alright, he goes into his Milotic, and I have a T-Ball. I thought he would stay into his Gengar, so I go for my Shadow Ball, and he switches out into his Milotic. And I go for the T-Ball here while he goes for the cover, and I get really mad because I even want like barely any HP, and he just recovers it all, and that gets me real mad. Right, and yeah, I got the super effective, and he goes for the recover right here again, like I said. Alright, but yeah, why you're probably wondering why I named him Ever5K is because it's a gun name, and it is Beast. Alright, it's the best, it's Beast, it's crazy. Alright, so I go for another T-Ball, thinking that I would kill it because he recovered, and I think every time something recovers, it goes down in defense or something. I don't know. I forget. I think it's when they use Full Restore or something, but whatever. Alright, so he goes for the Surf, and then I just go for another T-Ball here in this move, and I know I'm gonna kill it, but I didn't think it real through. I just went for the T-Ball. I didn't know if he would go into any ground type Pokemon, but he didn't, so that was good for me, especially. Alright, so I kill his Milotic and Melodic, whatever you guys want to call it. Alright, and then he brings out his Gengar again, and I try to go for the Shadow Ball, but he's faster than me, so he obviously gets the kill, and I get extremely mad because this Gengar, even though this Gengar is not really speedish, I didn't take away speed, is what I'm saying. This guy's a modest one, and I'm pretty sure this guy's not speedy either, because what kind of Gengar is speedy? I don't know. And even if it was, that's not like smart. Even like the speed EVs on this is really high, but it's not that smart because Gengar's like a fat lug thing, right? And it shouldn't move that fast. I don't know if you guys ever thought that. But he goes for the Focus Blast, and I hang on with 7 HP, so now I can take him out with my Shadow Ball. I know it's gonna kill him because it's super effective, and I'm pretty sure this is not special. His Gengar's not special defensive, and I'm like EV and special attack, so I know I could kill it. Alright, now I think he brings out his Clefable or something. No. Yeah, he goes back into his Staraptor, and he kills me with the close combat. Yeah, he kills me with the close combat. I hate Pokemon that use close combat. I don't use close combat myself, is because it lowers the attack and special attack. I think no, defense and special defense by one stage, and that really hurts you a lot, a lot. But if he switches out, I think it just clears up a lot. Alright, another tip is never use a yawning Pokemon, because if you use a yawning Pokemon and it's not their last Pokemon, they could just switch out and they don't go to sleep. Alright, he goes into his Tooth Fairy or his Clefable, and I go for the T-Bolt because I thought he would stay into his Staraptor, but no. So I go for the T-Bolt. It doesn't do that much, which means this Clefable can take a lot of my shots up. Alright, but whatever. Before I actually changed my Icy Wind to an Ice Beam, but I didn't save it, so now I just have Icy Wind. If you're wondering why I didn't use some ice moves. Alright, and this is a Scarfed Starmie. I think it's smart to have that because Starmie is like, you're really gonna need one move for Starmie, and that's T-Bolt for me, or Psychic. Really, that's it. I don't really like Surf or Ice Beam. They're not really that good to me. But, yeah, whatever. So I switch out, and I go into my Sandy Balls again. Yeah. Because I knew he was going to go for a Shockwave. And he's a ground type, so he could take it. He could take it. Alright. He restores with leftovers. And I go for my Roost here. I go for 2 Roosts, actually. And, he goes, the first one, he goes for Toxic and then a Reflect. Okay, he goes for the Toxic, and yeah. If I could speed up the battle, I would, because I can't talk about anything really. Ouch. Alright. So I go for another Roost here, and yeah. After that Roost, I have full health, and I'm pretty sure I could take anything, really. But he goes for Reflect, and I get really angry, because, you know, this Gliscor is attack EV. I mean, if you have Gliscor, make sure it's attack EV. Alright. Oh, another tip for the battle is always have something one Pokemon on your team that has Quick Claw or Speed EVs. Because you're going to need it a lot. Like, because you're going to want to get some stuff. Like, you want to get first a lot. Whatever. I'll go for a U-turn because I have hit my Earthquake won't do anything. And I have Stealth Rocks and nothing else really hit. So, I go back into my Rick or my Starmie again. And I try to go for the T-Bolt. Yeah, he stays in for some reason. I don't think he knows that I'm Scarfed. But if he did, he wouldn't have stayed. Because knowing Staraptor and knowing that it's a flying type, it's really fast. Not really fast, but it's fast. Alright, so he goes back into his Clefable, and I go for a T-Bolt. I didn't think he would go for the Toxic, and he didn't. He actually went for the Shockwave. He actually went for the Shockwave just like last time. And now I'm thinking I should just leave because he might as well just get a crit soon or paralyze me. And I do not want him to paralyze me at all. Especially on my Rick. Trust me, you're going to want him to stay. And if you don't have if you don't have a Scarf Starmie, you're going to want to have Recover. It helps in every way. So whatever. I go into my Togekiss, and I get poisoned, I get toxic, and yeah, the Reflect goes out, and I go for my Aura Sphere. And yeah, the Aura Sphere, alright, if you're gonna play any OU, always remember to have one Pokemon and one Pokemon only. Make sure you have Togekiss, trust me. You're gonna want, or Lucario. You want any Pokemon that has, like, mixed moves, kind of. Like, I have I think it's Air Slash or something. And I have Flamethrower, I have Aura Sphere, and I have Psychic on this Togekiss. And trust me, they're all special attack because it's got special attack Eevee. Alright, whatever. I was gonna put. I thought he would switch out into something, and my Aura Sphere won't hit because it would be a Ghost type. But no, and I get hurt by poison. And the reason why you're gonna want to have something that makes people flinch is because sometimes they might have like a super effective move on you, and you're the last Pokemon left. You have the last Pokemon left. Right, and once I actually had that, I was the last Pokemon, and it was my Togekiss, and I just did a whole bunch of air slashes, and it made the guy flinch. And he brought out his last Pokemon, which was a Machamp, and I just took it out with my air slash. And he goes for a wish, probably for his next Pokemon, because I know he can't survive right now. So I go for a Flamethrower, and yeah, it's gonna kill it off, and he brings out a Heatran. In my opinion, Heatran's the worst because it has a 4 times. Like, you could kill it no matter what with the ground move, and everybody uses ground moves. Just right. So he goes into his Heatran, and I think I go in my Sandy Balls. Yeah, he goes into his Heatran, and I go into my Sandy Balls. Alright, in this battle, you'll see that I only used 5 Pokemon. And if you're wondering what my other Pokemon was, it was my Snorlax. And if I got to use it, the battle would have been done like really fast. It has really good moves and everything. It's really bulky and I don't know how to say it. It's like the best Pokemon ever. Yeah, whatever. He goes for a Dark Pulse that kills me off, and right here, I go into my Sandy Balls, and his wish comes true, and he goes up half health. Right, I go into my Sandy Balls, and I go for the Earthquake. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Now I go into Sandy Balls. And go for the Earthquake. Alright, forget about that now. As you can, never mind. Alright, so I'll go for the Earthquake. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you see it. Alright, you see me using Earthquake. Alright, enough of that. And it kills him because it's a 4 times. And that's like really, and that's like the end of the battle right there. Alright, if he sees it, whatever. Alright, player defeated, and yeah. Alright.